Hi, K-pop lovers. Welcome back to our channel. Before we get into it, if you're new here, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and drop a comment below telling us your favorite Chiquita moment. It genuinely helps this channel more than you know, and trust me, you're going to want to stick around for this one because what we're about to cover today is the kind of content that makes you fall in love with an idol all over again. And if you think you already know everything there is to know about Chiquita from babymonster, you don't. Because we saved the wildest moment for last. So do not leave early. You will regret it. Okay. Let's talk about Chiquita. She is the Magne, the youngest member, of babymonster, YG Entertainment's powerhouse girl group. On stage, this girl is untouchable. Fierce. Polished. She commands attention with every single rap line, every move, every second she's in the frame. She performs like someone who has been doing this for decades. But the moment the stage lights dim and she's just being herself, this girl has absolutely zero filter. And that right there, is exactly why Monsties, babymonster's official fandom, are so completely obsessed with her. Because what you see is what you get. And what you get is pure, unscripted, utterly hilarious Chiquita energy that no amount of idol training could ever contain. Fans across social media have given her a title that she wears perfectly, certified walking meme. Every single moment we're talking about today is completely real. So buckle up, because it only gets better from here. Let's start with the moment that split the entire K-pop internet clean in half. And when we say split, we mean people were debating this for days. Here's exactly what happened. babymonster appeared on KBS Cool FM's Park Myung-soo's radio show, and the members performed their track, We Go Up, completely live, no lip syncing, no safety net, purely raw live vocals from start to finish. The performance was stunning. Fans and general listeners were praising the group's vocal stability and stage presence, and the members were clearly giving everything they had. And then near the end of the song, member ahyeon, who is widely regarded as one of the strongest vocalists in the group, began delivering high-pitched ad-libs over the chorus. Powerful, high-octane vocal runs that filled the entire room. The kind that remind you exactly why she belongs in this group. And in that exact moment, cameras caught Chiquita slowly, deliberately removing her in-ear headphones. One ear. Then the other. Eyes wide. Face completely, openly expressive. Just existing at full transparency as she always does. 2 seconds. That's all the footage was. 2 seconds. And yet those 2 seconds spread across TikTok and X within hours, and the K-pop fandom divided into two very loud, very passionate camps almost immediately. One side argued that Chiquita's reaction was a completely normal technical adjustment. Removing an in-ear monitor during loud ad-libs is something performers do all the time to better hear their own pitch and timing on stage, and industry professionals who weighed in online confirmed exactly that. The other side ran with the drama angle, debating the ad-libs themselves, comparing the moment to other viral K-pop clips, writing full think pieces about what Chiquita's face meant. Music forums were on fire. Koreaboo published a full article. Comment sections hit thousands of replies. It became one of the most talked about K-pop moments of late 2025, all because of Chiquita's face doing the one thing it always does, expressing exactly what's happening inside her brain in real time, with no filter, no delay, and absolutely no poker face whatsoever. And here's what's beautiful about it. Even if you were watching that performance live and had no idea the clip would go viral, you would have noticed her reaction. Because that's just who she is. Every thought she has shows up on her face instantly, like a live ticker. There is no idol face. There is only Chiquita face. And Chiquita face is always telling the full story. But honestly, as iconic as that headphone moment was, the ongoing saga that might best define Chiquita's entire unfiltered personality is what Monsties have lovingly nicknamed the Rora and Chiquita Uni War. And if you haven't been following this, prepare yourself, because this is the kind of slow burn comedy that gets better every single time a new chapter drops. Here's the context you need. In Korean culture, yuni is the term a younger female uses to address an older female. It's a title of respect and seniority. In babymonster's age lineup, Chiquita is the youngest. Rora is older than Chiquita by roughly half a year, which technically, by Korean cultural standards, makes Rora Chiquita's yuni. Meaning Chiquita is supposed to call her yuni. Now, most younger members in K-pop groups just accept this. It's tradition. It's culture. You call your older member yuni, and that's that. Chiquita, however, had thoughts. Loud, dramatic, filmed and uploaded to the internet thoughts. During one of their tour interactions, Chiquita was caught on camera jokingly confronting Rora about the whole arrangement and delivered what is now one of the most quoted lines in babymonster fandom history. "We're just half a year apart, how are you my uni?" The way she said it, the sheer offended energy, the dramatic disbelief, as if the concept of Rora being senior to her by 6 months was genuinely one of life's great injustices, was so perfectly, authentically Chiquita that it spawned an entire genre of fan content overnight. Compilations, reaction edits, reenactments. The clip exploded across YouTube Shorts and TikTok, and Monsties adopted the Rora Chiquita dynamic as one of their most beloved ongoing storylines. Because when you follow babymonster, this is not a one-time joke. This is a whole extended universe of content that keeps delivering. And then, as if the universe itself was a Monsties fan who wanted to reward everyone for sticking around, the most glorious twist happened. During a group activity that was, of course, caught on camera, Rora accidentally called Chiquita yuni. Let that land for a second. Rora, the actual older member, slipped up and called the maknae yuni. The group's reaction was instant and completely priceless. Fans who watched described Rora's expression as one of immediate, full-body regret, the face of someone who could not believe the word had just come out of their mouth. The fan-uploaded clip was titled "Instant Regret," and that title was absolutely, surgically correct. Babymonster fans replayed it on loop. Comment sections were flooded with people saying they genuinely could not breathe. It was the kind of accidental comedy that no writer could have scripted better. And Chiquita's reaction to Rora's slip-up? Exactly what you'd expect from someone with zero filter. She savored every single second of it, visibly, openly, with absolutely zero attempt to hide her delight. But wait, because the saga wasn't done. One more chapter dropped that somehow made the whole thing even better. A clip surfaced of Chiquita finally, at long last, agreeing to call Rora yuni. But the way she said it completely changed everything. She delivered it like she was signing a business contract she fundamentally disagreed with but had no legal way out of. Fans immediately described it as yuni for business purposes only, and that phrase became its own meme, its own piece of babymonster cultural language, shared thousands of times across every platform. Because it perfectly captured something essential about Chiquita's character, she will comply when she absolutely has to. But she will make absolutely sure you know how she feels about it. Every single time. Now, we told you at the beginning that we saved the wildest moment for last. And this one right here, is the moment that proves Chiquita does not just have zero filter with her own members. She has zero filter with the entire world. Picture this, Chiquita appeared on Dingo Attack, the beloved content series where K-pop idols visit actual schools and interact with real students. It's one of the most chaotic, unpredictable formats in K-pop content because the reactions are genuine, the students are not trained, and anything can happen. Most idols go in, do their thing, take photos, wave goodbye, and leave with their image perfectly intact. Chiquita went in, looked at a room full of students who were already screaming from the sight of her, and made a request. Not a performance request. Not an autograph session request. Chiquita, the magne of babymonster, the youngest member, the girl who fights Rora over half a year of age gap, asked the students to call her Uni. And the students? They lost it completely. Screaming. Hysterical. Absolutely delighted. And they called her Uni, every single one of them, with the full enthusiasm of people who had just been given the greatest gift of their lives. Think about what just happened there. This is a girl who spent months dramatically protesting the idea of calling Rora Uni over a 6-month age difference. She argued about it on tour. She made it a whole saga. She only agreed to say it on a strictly business basis. And then she walked into a school full of people younger than her, and immediately, confidently, with absolutely no hesitation, asked to be called Uni herself. The audacity. The consistency. The complete and total self-assurance of someone who knows exactly who they are and operates entirely on their own terms. The clip spread across TikTok instantly, with fans in the comments absolutely losing their minds at the full circle of it all. Because only Chiquita could make asking to be called Uni feel like both a power move and a punchline at the exact same time. What makes all of this so genuinely compelling, beyond just the laughs, beyond the viral clips, is the consistency. This is not a phase. This is not Chiquita playing a character for the cameras. From candid moments caught during live performances, to group dynamics on tour, to walking into a school and immediately negotiating her seniority status, she has been exactly the same person every single time. Completely unguarded. Completely herself. Genuinely, effortlessly funny without a single moment of trying to be funny. In a K-pop industry built on carefully managed images, Chiquita is a genuine original. The idol whose face becomes a viral headline during a live broadcast without doing anything except having a face. The idol who calls Rora Uni strictly on a business basis. The idol who walks into a school full of younger students and says, "Yes, call me Uni." And everyone obliges, screaming. The walking meme title isn't a joke and it isn't an insult. In K-pop fandom language it means you are beloved, you are endlessly entertaining, and people are genuinely excited to see whatever you do next. And with Chiquita, the answer is always the same, something completely unexpected, completely unfiltered, and absolutely worth watching. That's the Chiquita guarantee. And as babymonster continues to grow, that energy is going to be one of the things that makes this group truly impossible to forget. So, which moment broke you the most? The headphone moment on live broadcast? The "How are you my Uni" confrontation with Rora? The instant regret clip? The business-only agreement? Or Chiquita walking into a school and immediately requesting Uni status? Drop it in the comments right now because this community absolutely needs to debate this. And if this video made you laugh even once, please hit that like button. It takes 2 seconds and it means everything to this channel. Subscribe if you're not already here, because we cover K-pop content like this all the time and you do not want to miss what's coming next. And share this video with every babymonster fan you know, because they deserve to see every single second of this. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next one. Ahyeon.